I think the first agent just really wanted us to find a house. They were pretty casual about it. The only thing they really did was take us to go, see the house whenever we saw one that we liked. There wasn't that much involvement, and I don't know if they really cared that much what house we ended up picking.
Basically felt like we just needed someone to go and open the door for us to go to the tour.
Yeah.
We didn't get any input throughout the whole tours or anything. She had our best interests at heart. And it really felt like she cared through her actions because she went above and beyond so many times.
Even when we weren't around, she would still be working on talking to the Lennar who we bought the house from. She'd be looking for ways to help us. It's just it was really unexpected for us.
Okay, so when we first moved into the Linwood house, we never planned on living there for the long term. It was always like a starter house. And so I always had in the back of my mind, I would, find an agent and we would move. We didn't know exactly where we would move. And so during the pandemic, we actually worked with another real estate agent and put in an offer to a house in Bothell. And that didn't work out. And I didn't really like that agent. And so that's when I, was looking around online to see if there were any other agents that had more knowledge about the Snohomish County area. And so I guess when I'm searching, those kinds of key terms in Google, when I was on YouTube, I got an ad pop up of Lisa's video where she was doing a home tour of this really beautiful house in Snohomish County. And so that piqued my interest. I clicked on it. And then I went to her channel. She had a whole bunch of other videos of other houses in Snohomish County. And then I think she has a bunch of videos explaining the pros and cons of living in certain cities. And she just seemed so knowledgeable. And that's what I wanted in an agent, someone who knew the area really well. And so I thought, I'll put her in the back of my mind and reach out to her once I find a house that I'm seriously interested in.
Yeah, the videos definitely made it allowed us to kind of get to know her before we even met her, right? And get to know her expertise in the area. So they were really helpful.
I know, I definitely felt starstruck. I was telling myself, act normal, because when you see someone on screen, it's like you know them, but you don't really know them. It was definitely exciting for me, at least, because I watched a bunch of her videos before I met her. I signed up for notifications on Redfin, and then so I just keep an eye on it. And so this new build for the Edmonds area popped up. It piqued my interest, and so I signed up for a tour without thinking too much about it. I didn't read the fine print or anything. And the night before the tour appointment, I don't know what compelled me to read the fine print, but I did. And I saw that if you register for a tour without an agent, then you can know, moving forward, you wouldn't be able to be represented if you put in an offer. And then I'm like, oh shoot. So that night, I think it was 7 p.m. or so, I texted Lisa. I was panicking. And fortunately enough, she was able to come out with us and do the tour. And we're so, so grateful that she was able to make it.
Yeah, it was super short notice for her.
Yeah. I sent her a text, but I didn't think that she would respond back. I was just, just hoping she would because it was so late. Yes, absolutely. I know you don't need to work with a real estate agent when you buy a new build, but Lisa was able to help us so much through the process. She was able to help us get closing cost credits and then also helped us through the blue tape walkthrough and catch so many things that we would have missed.
Yeah, I don't think there's any downsides to having an agent for the buying process.
Yeah, and I mean, even going through the tour with Lisa, she was able to ask questions to the builder and the sales office, questions that I didn't even think about. And so, we got to learn more about the community, more about the house, just having her expertise and having her knowledge and experience there. She knew the questions to ask.
Yeah. I think the first agent just really wanted us to find a house. They were pretty casual about it, and the only thing they really did was take us to go, see the house whenever we like saw one that we liked. There wasn't that much involvement, and I don't know if they really cared that much what house we ended up picking. We put offers into houses, and then we would withdraw the offers like the day of because we would change our minds or we would find something that we didn't see in the first place. Sometimes like we would kind of expect them to have told us something or like pointed out something, but we
Mhm.
never really got that from them. I think they were just really trying to get us to, buy fast so they can get their commission, get out.
Yeah, it basically felt like we just needed someone to go and open the door for us to go to the tour. We
Yeah,
didn't get any input throughout the whole tours or anything. We were just, it was up to us to decide. She had our best interests at heart, and it really felt like she cared through her actions because
yeah.
she went above and beyond so many times.
Even when we like weren't around, she would still be working on like talking to the Lennar who we bought the house from. She'd be looking for ways to like help us. It's just like it was really unexpected for us. Yeah, so before the selling process, like we it was already like overwhelming for us. Before we even started working with Lisa, we were moving things out. And we we were feeling so stressed out about all the things that we like had to do then and like what we would have to do like later on when we started working with Lisa. But once we started with Lisa, she pretty much orchestrated like everything for us. She pointed out things we might have ended up just like selling the house as is, like
Mhm.
trying to just put the sign out. But she recommended so many things to us. And at first, we were a little bit skeptical. The first thing she recommended was paint. And we were thinking, we can just paint this one wall, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, we ended up repainting the whole house. And then we did the same thing with the wood floors. We weren't going to do them at first, but she and one of the contractors she helped us find both recommended that we refinish the wall or the floors. And also the carpet. We were definitely against the carpet. We were saying the carpet looks fine. We just needed it to be cleaned a little bit, right? But after all those things were done for the house, it looked phenomenal. It was like we couldn't even recognize that it was our house. And I think that really brought out like the best characteristics of the house and also got us the offers that we did.
Yeah, and I just wanted to add that, she wasn't just recommending to do like whatever, I recommended doing things that would add value. Like we were debating about painting the trim to modernize it and make it white because right now it was like oak or wooden oak or whatever before. But like she and the stager talked about it and it wouldn't add value. So it's not like she was just telling us to do this and that, just, spending money because we did have a budget and she was able to help us keep within that budget.
I kind of fought her on on everything, like especially the carpet. I went so far as to say like, no, we're not doing the carpet. We don't see the value in it. And she actually uh, she was going to do carpet cleaning with us or for us, and she ended up applying a credit for us to get the carpet done. Um, and yeah, I don't think I would have gone with doing the carpet at all, but she just like really convinced us to do all these things that mm, I didn't want to do, but in the end, the result was phenomenal.
Yeah, we were like, let's just trust Lisa.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we did. Yeah. I think I screamed every time we heard about an offer. My mind was like constantly being blown because I really didn't expect it to ever go that much. Because when we just looked at the house before any of the work was done, I think like we just looked at the Redfin estimate, which was like 712 or so. And so I thought that that would was a good estimate. Like we'd get around that, right? If we list at 700, someone will bid a little bit over. But and then after I saw all the work that was done on the house, the photographs were amazing, the staging was amazing. It built more confidence. But then I thought like maybe 720, like wouldn't go crazy, like close to 800.
Yeah, I also thought that we'd be like around 720. I never could have imagined that it would get as high as it did. We definitely attribute that to all the changes that Lisa convinced us to do.
Mhm.
I think without the changes, there's no way that it would have like, gone that high. Maybe like, the 720 would have been accurate.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I would say the main thing is to find a real estate agent that you really trust and that has your best interest at heart.
Mhm.
I mean, we considered the whole doing everything by ourselves route, like getting the license by ourselves, and then like, just putting in offers by ourselves, talking to the other agents, whatever. But we just didn't expect like the amount of expertise that a good real estate agent brings to the table, and like the amount of like knowledge and help that they can provide to us.
Yeah. And I think that's because when we had worked with the previous two real estate agents, they basically did the very bare minimum. It left us with the impression that, anyone could do this. They're just, filing paperwork and stuff. So it's like Lisa is just not like any other real estate agent we know. And we are truly grateful for all that she's done for us. And, if we were to do this all over again, we would, wouldn't change anything.
Yeah. Uh, don't just find any real estate agent, I
Mhm.
guess, is the main
Yeah.
takeaway. Find like one that you trust and one that, is always looking out for you.
I want to say, Lisa, we really appreciate and everything that you've done for us. You went above and beyond, and we could really feel that you genuinely cared about our best interests, and we just enjoyed working with you. And I'm sure we will meet again in the future.
Yeah, we couldn't have done what we did without you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.